Okay, for another part of the video, you see here this plastic drum, which does give a wave effect, is driven by the motor right on the side here. This one for me I believe is burnt out because it makes a horrendous noise, which you'll hear in this and a couple other videos I have on it. Inside here there are some sprockets. Again, I oiled those with T9, keep it clean. This ribbon, which is connected to this pin which turns the whole drum, is actually kind of lost of its elasticity, and so it's very, very similar to that of a girl's hair tie. I thought about going down to the girl store and trying to get a hair tie. I don't know if somebody remakes stuff like that. I bet there probably is somebody somewhere. Here, right here, is the play where they play for the play field. This is the board with the submarines. You can barely, I'll try to get down here, you can make out a submarine. Okay, oops, and I just give myself a little wonderful shock. Be careful of that. Here's another sub machine. When I first started the machine, all the subs were aligned with no problems, but when I put some more pieces back, they seem to get out of alignment, and I'm not sure exactly how. Obviously, to me, this mechanism here, or this device, will help register hits. I am going to stop the video, and you'll see more in a second. Okay, as you can see, I've opened up the bottom front of the machine, so we can take a look at some of the mechanisms there. The machine is on. Again, be careful when you are opening these things, because they're electromechanical. They take a lot of electricity. The V-shaped device you can see is actually the targeting mechanism. Again, with this game, like a lot of others, everything is facing top down, and so I had to put this chain, or this back on the chain, and so that way it can move back and forth. Doesn't seem to be a problem that I rock it like that. In fact, I think the machine kind of liked it because the oil that was on it was dried out, and so rocking it back and forth helped it to kind of get right back where it needed to be. Over here it's a little harder to see. Let me get back a little bit. This is the door. Obviously this is the speaker. It has basically all the sounds coming through it. I noticed the torpedo chiefly. Here is the coin mechanism. I believe the mechanism to be original, but if you look down here, oops, there's one of my old quarters. They, pardon me. Okay, so I went ahead and accidentally started a game. That's why the video just stopped. But what I wanted to go ahead and show you was that there's this big wooden box. I don't believe that this is original. As you can see down here, the green box kind of fit inside, so people could just simply pull the box out with a new lock and pull out all the quarters that they gained. I'd like to see somebody else's sub-pack coin box to see what it looks like to compare. Again, my guess is this is probably not original. We can take a look here at the door. 85191. I know it's not in great focus. There we are. That is how many plays this thing has had, and possibly the amount of quarters that has passed through it. Let's take a deeper look inside here. You see that white bag? That's just I got from the battery place, the bulb. Alright, so you can kind of see how the chain drive is supposed to move. You can also hear the crackling of that old speaker. Okay, I got now a flashlight to help things a little better. The blue box in the back is actually a little game box that I put back there, so that way I could hold some fuses and tools and things that I may need to stick with the game. I had to put in new bulbs. As you can see, here is the torpedoes where they go through. There's the hit. Below that, right in the center, is the target. Very simple, not very complex. Just want to give you guys a good view here of just about everything. Again, most of this was taken apart and just simply kind of tossed in here. I had to put it all together. I am not an arcade dude. I repeat, I am still very new to this, so a lot of this was just me able to deduce based on how things looked. I'm really proud of that. Most of the wiring was already here in place. That really helped. Again, I had to move this and kind of put this back on the assembly there. There's a fuse button right there. I will try to take more pictures of the game working, and actually try to take one from behind the glass. My issue is I do not have the key that allows me to take off the glass and the top portion and to be able to work back there. So when my game is on, it does not have the water bubble effect. So that's going to be something I'm going to have to work on. But again, not bad from finding it from a hoarder's house, and not bad for a newbie. A quick little note, the credit light is on. I actually had to go out and buy a new bulb for it. Took me about 15 minutes to get it off and about 15 minutes to get it back on, but it's kind of worth it. A special note, it only lights up when there is a credit available. Generally speaking, it doesn't seem to want to take more than one credit at a time. The button below it actually starts the game when you have a credit in. Then a quarter light is of course usually lit. But if you look over here on this is the right side of the machine, all the way down here, there's a nice little metal button. That's actually the on-off button for this machine. Now currently I have this machine hooked up to a power strip with a, with a trip on it, so that way we don't have any issues. But to me, it took me quite a few minutes to figure that piece out. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and take a good screenshot for anybody who wants to take a look at the back door instruction. I know that's always a goodie. Okay, here is the manual or the instructions that normally sit on the inside of the back door. As you can see, they were ripped out of their staples. They were kind of falling off, so I just went ahead and finished the job and went ahead and ripped them out, and then I had it laminated just because I figure these things are pretty important and expensive. Okay, I'm going to be able to try to get a different section so you can freeze the video at any time to take a look. There we are. Okay, as you can see, I got the game on. You can kind of see the torpedoes. Looks like they're going to hit that guy. We did. He fell down. You can see the shadows and a little bit of the chain in this video. I just got to figure out how everything goes back together. Originally, when I first started it, it seemed to, you couldn't really see it. But since I went back there and started moving some things around, putting things together, oddly enough, it's easier to see. So, here's my wonderful dog getting out of the way. So you can see, I'm going to kick my foot, the big hole right there, that's where the makeshift coin box was. I think down there what I'm going to do is get a plastic screen print, put a light behind it, and maybe have something like a nuclear sign behind it. Maybe have it flash if I can do that. Won't be original, but I think it would look pretty cool and kind of go with the submarine theme of the game. The glass, and I know there's a lot of reflection, but I want to make a comment that this glass is in remarkable condition. Considering the age, I can find no flaws in it. No major scratches, no flaking, no nothing. And I gotta tell you, I've never ever seen something like that on something this old. Okay, I'm gonna flip the phone around. There's my Trump the game. I'm a console gamer, but if anyone wants any other videos or shots or anything of any particular area, I'm more than happy to go ahead and do so. You can just send me a message. I'm more than happy to do that. And likewise, if anyone has any other videos of this machine, there's a few spots that I need to take a look just to make sure we got things right. Anyways, have a wonderful day and thank you for watching my videos.